Hello, Soul Awakening community. It's so great to connect with you. I really do feel a resonance with you all, and I thank you so much for helping co-create this channel, this way of us connecting in and supporting each other. If you're new to my channel, I'm Michele. Welcome. And as always, you're always welcome here. Everyone is welcome. I also want to thank everyone that's been liking, subscribing, getting the notifications. Some of you have been sharing my videos. I really appreciate that so much. I also appreciate all the comments and also all the love offerings, donations, and those of you that have joined me on the Soul Awakening community on Patreon. Welcome also. And thank you for shining your light even brighter. So I've been wanting to do this reading for a while, and by the way, it will be time-stamped, but we're going to look at, tune in. It's a pick a card, but I really want to connect into your vision. I know a lot of people that I work with personally in my own healing practice, as well as classes and yoga and meditation, all the various things that I do, and as well as on the Patreon community, that there's a big focus on your vision and making your visions, your dreams a reality, and how to put what it is that you envision into some kind of plan to manifest. And many of you are awakening more to your soul. That's what soul awakening is. Our soul is fully awake. It's peeling the layers and levels, updating, up-leveling our vibrational frequency to connect more from the soul and to express and experience life from the soul and less from our woundedness and less from the human construct of the ego. Not that the ego is bad. It has its function, you know, to keep the status quo, helps to maintain, it's good with to-dos and things like that. But our great ideas, our art, our music, are showing up fully in the life, you know, open and ready and receptive, and getting the divine downloads and the messages from our higher self is all connected through the soul. And we connect to the soul through our higher self when we extend or expand out into our fullness, our uniqueness. So this is a vision quest, pick a card reading to help you perhaps with clarity on what it is that you want, or to check in and confirm what it is that you want in your life right now. What are you drawing in? What are you manifesting? And a vision quest, there's always an answer. We're always asking something, or we want confirmation on something. And a vision quest shows us that the answers are within, that they ultimately come from us as we connect to Great Spirit, to the all that is, God, as we open up. But we can open up in many ways, right? To our guides, to the angelic realm. You know, when we're living open, we are living more from the higher self, aligned to our soul, connected to our soul, attuned to our heart. And so the shamanic path is very much about knowing that everything is alive, everything is consciousness, everything has a soul, everything is communicating to us if we need or want it to. If we're open, we can get our messages from Hawk, you know, Hawk medicine, which means it's the medicine or the remedy to our answer, to our prayers, to our woes, what we need to guide us or balance us, or just to have a communication. The shamanic path is very much aware that our interconnectedness to everything and everyone is part of life and is sacred and needs to be celebrated and honored, and that we need to live more from that space, that we're all here for each other. We're all sharing aspects or part of us that each of us needs, whether to integrate or just to honor because it completes, right? We're all a complex of vibrational frequencies, like a big symphony. And so each note, each resonance, each octave, right, blends in. There's a harmonizing and harmonization when we're allowed to blend in authentically. So this is Palo Santo here, and they have a message on the Palo Santo bark, which is for healing and is for cleansing and purifying, but also Palo Santos helps us ground, but also get clear. Smoke in the shamanic tradition, it's not only a carrier wave, similar to like the wings of a bird, carrying the message out to the universe or to spirit. But it also clears. After the smoke clears, we allow ourselves to go into the cloud, into the cloudiness, into the smoke, because when the smoke clears, that interaction between the smoke and us allows us to clearly see, right? Have you ever noticed that when you're driving out of fog or mist, and it's so hard to drive, right? You're kind of closing your eyes, or if you're walking or hiking, and then when you get to the clearing, when the mist or the clouds or the fog clears, it's like you see even clearer, right? For a little bit, you have to adjust your eyes, but then it's clearer. And part of that has to do with the aperture of the eyes, but again, that's allowing more light in. So a lot of times after the dark night of the soul, we see more clearly, we feel more, we're more alive. So there is something about plunging into the darkness, into the void, that allows us to see more clearly if we do it consciously. All right, Radiant Soul Light. So if you will, you can just pause the video if you'd like. I want to make sure you can see these. And this is going to be soul story number 1, number 2, or number 3. And again, you're going to go on this vision quest. So you may want to pause the video and tune in. I like to just see, even as I've been talking with you, I like whatever one I've always found, whatever the one first jumps at me, or I'm called to, or I feel a connection to, usually has the messages. Because pickup card very much works through our subconscious mind. It cuts through, you know, the likes, the dislikes. It goes into the body wisdom, the innate wisdom of the all that is, the innate intelligence of the all that is. And so there's a synchronicity where your messages are aligned. You've been aligned to come to this reading. There's something, if you came here, there's something for you. I don't know if it's a word, a sentence, a whole concept, or the whole reading, but Spirit doesn't make mistakes. Your higher self doesn't make mistakes. Your higher self always guides you to what you need to hear or watch or view or experience. It's the ego that second guess, the human aspect of us, the little mind, I should say, the little mind. So yeah, so when we're doing the pick a card, we are, whatever you've been broadcasting, you've been transmitting this energy of what you need to know or what you want or where you're at, and opening up more to the fullness of life, to more synergy and synchronicity. And so then you're guided, right? All right, so soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. Pause, take a breath, align in. And when you're ready, you choose your card, or if you need more time, you can pause the video. Hello, Radiant Soul Light. If you chose soul story number 1, this is your reading. And let's turn it over and see. Well, the first, the message you got on the Palo Santo is gratitude. Okay. And you're coming with burden basket. You've been learning a lot about self-reliance. So this vision quest brings you to an understanding about the burdens, what you feel has been placed on you, the hardship, the misunderstanding, misinterpretations, the having to struggle or strive or have persistence or persistent effort. We're going to look and see. This is where you're starting out. But many of you have gratitude for what you've learned or how far you've come or what you know. And Spirit is also wanting you to know that if you haven't, gratitude will help you. Gratitude and appreciation for what you have now or what you know now is going to help your path. It's going to help lift the burden. So you're learning about self-reliance. So we start in this position. Okay, and then we're going to look at the void or the potential, the darkness, the opening. Okay, when we go on the vision quest, there's the unknown, or there's an opening of what we don't know. What are we going to meet? And then we're going to look at the guides. What guides are coming to you? Animal guides, spirit animals. Look at the animal medicine. And perhaps there are, we'll see, are there helpers? Are there people to help you? What are you going to find on this vision quest? And what is this all about for you? So I'm just going to lay the cards out to see, because I'm getting a lot of different messages. Yeah. Ooh, the mother. Ooh, okay. it's very interesting because when I was laying out the cards and preparing for this reading, I was getting something with motherhood or perhaps somebody pregnant or newly pregnant. I thought it was in another soul story, but we'll see. So I feel like this could do with mothering yourself. You might need to ask for more help. So you're working with the feminine aspect of life and being. You're working with Mother Earth. So let's see what animal medicine will help you. And then I'm going to look and get the overview and dive deeper, but I want to see. So we look at the place of the spirit animal. Wow, okay. Whoa, that's what I thought. Two of them wanted to come out. So we've got, which I thought, wow, and both of them have to do with boundaries. Aha. So okay, I see where this is going, but I'm gonna lay it out. All right, you've got skunk medicine and you've got badger. And skunk has to do with pheromones, putting our energy out there to attract a mate, but also to attract what we want. But skunk also has good boundaries that if something is around it or someone is around it that it isn't life enhancing, isn't supportive on the path, it will repel, right, by spraying. So you're learning something about boundaries, and perhaps you've had to because too many burdens have been placed on you, or you've been overgiving. And I almost feel like you want to go deep within the womb, and that's what this vision quest is asking you. In fact, if you can, while we're doing this reading, maybe get a blanket, if it's not, and just get in a place where you feel very cozy and comfortable, or re-listen to this video and fall asleep to it. Because I feel like Mother Earth wants to embrace you. We'll see what else comes up, because I'm also hearing cosmic egg. Like you've gone through so much that you've changed. Your feathers have changed. It's like you had, you know, black feathers, and now the blue is coming out of the feather. Badger is also about aggressiveness or assertiveness and about pushing forward, but also both badger and skunk have very good boundaries, because if you cross badger, they'll swipe you, right? If you cross skunk, they'll spray you, and both repel, are very unpleasant. So, okay, so let's see, that's the medicine that you need from the spirit realm that's greatly going to help you on this part of your path. So part of what I'm getting with you on this vision quest is that you have to take care of yourself more and your projects, what you love to do, what you want to do, and boundaries. Again, you've been burdened, or something has grown. You're learning self-reliance. You're learning how to create or co-create more of what is in alignment for you, okay? Now, we're going to look at the area from Spirit. What is the message from Spirit? Divine Mother, Father God, Mother Earth, Father Sky. What is the message that will support you in your vision quest, in your vision, what you need? So, yeah, I'm getting two things here, because I got this to do this. I just listened. Oh, 3. Boy, you need, okay. I'm here to support you. Okay, soul story number 1, autumn, release the old and rest. See, there it is. So spirit, your spirit guides, your higher self is trying to guide your ego to say, look, the human you've got to take a rest. And, you know, I was talking about how your feathers are changing. They were black, and I feel black for defense, like being in the womb, like you want to cut off. You need to pull back. Things have gotten too much. Life has gotten too hard, too difficult, or a situation, or you've taken on a lot, or a lot has been placed on you. And now I feel the feathers, the magic, you're connecting more to the magic of you, the magic of life, and doing more intentionally and connecting through your higher self to your soul, to spirit, to the spirit realm. And because of this, there's now iridescent blue coming from magic. So in the crow or raven, raven is magic, crow pretends change. There's a lot of growth, internal growth that's happening for you. But what's really helping you grow is connecting to spirit, is going within, is having these boundaries, is cutting things off, or saying, this is my time or my way. I need to focus on this. Some of you, the burdens that is a learning lesson again about self-reliance and creating something new, or from the ground up is what I'm hearing. Some of you, this is a timeless reading, but it could be in the autumn months, depending what part of the hemisphere you're on and when you see this video, or I would say 4 to 6 months. There are huge changes for you. Oh, love and let yourself be loved. Oh my gosh, and then you got Mother Earth, and you got the Mother, which I was also calling Mother Earth. So there could be, I guess I should say trigger alert. There could be mother issues, or issues with a woman or a mother that you're working through, or motherhood. But I also feel loved and comforted, and then you've got love and let yourself be loved. So your, oh wow, this is so powerful. Okay, this is again the place of spirit. Your vision quest, gratitude, is to thank the lessons. Be in gratitude, but also allow people to be grateful for you and to show you appreciation, okay? This is all about nurturing self-care, self-love. More importantly, I mean, self-love, of course, but honoring your path and healing from a broken heart. Some of you, I feel like there could have been a divorce or separation. Something is uneven with what you're doing, but it is going to even out. But you do need to go within. Spending time in nature would be really good. Baths, aromatherapy baths, even drumming, but love and let yourself be loved. Feel loved and comforted. That's why I remember I was saying earlier in the reading about, maybe get a pillow or a blanket to wrap around. So every now and then, because you have a lot going on and you're learning this lesson, this part of your path has to do a lot with manifestation, manifesting your dreams, your goals, your desires, and relying on the self. Not that you've been codependent. I feel a lot of you are very independent, but you're kind of taking things by the rein. You're taking your life by the rein and saying, I'm going in this direction. And the Badger Medicine and Skunk, you can even look them up further online, is saying anything that pulls you off or is not life enhancing and is, abusive to you, skunk spray them or wipe them with the Badger. Now, what's interesting, though, that's like last result. Skunk sees, it's instinctual animal. It sees danger ahead and crosses the street or crosses the road or, goes in a different direction out in the wild. And Badger does the same. Badger also is very assertive or aggressive when it comes to its young. So I feel for many of you, your vision that you're bringing into fruition, that you have to be very protective right now of your time, of your energy, of what it is you're wanting to dream into reality, okay? So you need to focus more on you and your life right now. And people or situations that are supportive, it's showing that it can stay. Appreciate what you know. I feel for many of you, this is about appreciating your gifts. Okay, and this is the place of what will help you focus. Again, this vision quest, as you tune in, all that falls away, all that leaves, all that doesn't serve you anymore is so that you can focus on what it is you really need and want in your life. You can focus on what's in front of you. You can focus on what's right for you. Now we're going to look at the place of the inner child, or the vulnerable part of you. What does this part need? What are you learning about this part of you? This is also, the inner child is the place of our spontaneity. Whoa, there's two. Wonder and awe. And so you're learning, hello from heaven. Your loved ones from the spirit world want to connect with you. Yeah, so some of you may have lost somebody or got through crossing over. Could have been death or a lot of transition, and you're healing from that. So that part of you, I want to say also, the spirit realm wants to connect with you on a regular basis. So whatever that means to you, meditation, prayer, communing with nature, communing with the divine, whatever. And imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. It's time to remember who you are. So I would say to do some nurturing with the inner you, the little child within, the vulnerable you. This is the spontaneous part of you. This is the part of you that just wants to create something or paint a picture and give it to someone or help them. Like you want to extend out, but you're having to learn to keep some of that energy to yourself and not overdo, not overgive. And as you're taking care of that part of you more and more, you're going to rest up and you're going to allow people to give to you, to give more to you. I feel that whatever is coming into form, you have to heal this part. You have to handle this part. And then there's some amazing next level. I would say, because you've got the arrow, that, look at a little tarot too, that I would say that because you've got the arrow, that means that you're right on track. But you do have to learn this part, this piece. And it might be hard for some of you because you're givers. You'd like to give a lot. But clearly the message is, by everything that, I've been tuning into psychically and through the cards, is saying that you have to have better boundaries and you have to focus on you. And this part of the self-reliance is doing more for you, because you realize, hey, it's my life. So this vision quest is to give you clarity that, hey, no, you're not selfish for pulling back. There could be also some unwanted advances. I know that sounds kind of old-fashioned. With skunk medicine, or people that are coming around that you're not really vibing with, or they're from the past and you've shifted, they're not really on the same page. Could be an ex coming around, or you could be looking at a particular relationship saying, we're not as aligned as we once were, or it's not working. Let's see, get some more clarity. Page of Swords, again, Pages, swords have to do with clarity, boundaries, cutting things out. The Page or Princess of Swords, it could be messages coming in. I was getting that from somebody from the past, but it could also be spirit. It could also be through this reading and your own inner work that you're getting clearer about what it is you need to do. And then Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. See, something new is coming up. Some of you, it could be a child. I definitely feel in this energy there's a child. I don't know if it's soul story number 1, number 2, number 3, but I definitely feel birth. Maybe birth of a business, a new life, lifestyle. But also I feel something with birth or children. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be work. This could be for you, or drawing in somebody that's willing to work with you and skunking the rest of them, badgering the rest of them, just spraying or swiping or just moving away. You don't have, the only reason, again, you have to spray or swipe is because when people get too close, when they overstep your boundaries, or you overstep your boundaries, that's when we get irritated, annoyed, frustrated, when our boundaries have been overstepped. So I feel whatever is coming in for you, it's going to be very, very fulfilling. You know what it is. There's an element of working through things, perhaps collaboration, or working with a team members, a group, a family. But I do feel this vision quest is leading you to, how do you deal with your life as you're rebuilding? You're learning this self-reliance. You're learning that it's your life, and you're wanting to go in another direction. But you're also having to do this deep healing, perhaps on a heart level also, that you are so supportive, you are very supported on the path right now. Spirit wants you to know this. So be in gratitude for not only what you have, what you've learned, what's around you, or the people that are supportive, but what I'm hearing from Great Spirit is that you need to be in gratitude for you, your path, your gifts, your talents, your abilities that you've brought in on this earth plane. You need to have gratitude. Yeah, I would say for you, write some on a post-it where you can see it, or a piece of paper. I am grateful for, and whatever your name is, I am grateful for. because you have gotten yourself through a lot of stuff. You've come out the other side. You're doing it again. You've come out the other side, and you're pretty amazing, pretty remarkable. All right, I hope this brought you some clarity and insight and some encouragement. Till next reading, continue to shine bright. See you later. Hello, soul story number 2. So you're going on a vision quest to go deeper inside, to see what's really important for you and to answer some questions for you. Of course, on a vision quest, we connect deeper into our spirit and our soul. So let's see what the Palo Santo message was for you, is love. Okay, so this reading has a lot to do with love. Let's see if it's about you or others, life in general. Let's see. Powwow, sharing and quickening. Okay, also 25/7. So there could be something, and I'm going to lay out the cards in the Vision Quest layout. Let's look at what animal medicine is coming. I'm getting a lot with you. I got also with soul story number 1. There could be something about a birth, children, working with children, or the birth of a project. I definitely feel with you that you're highly magnetic right now. You're got a great balance of your electromagnetic energy, but you've become a bit more magnetic where you're drawing in more to you. And I feel like there's something you've been putting a lot of work in, something close to your heart, something you really love, whether you, your life, your path, your work, your career, your job, a relationship, your body. There's something that, and you're about to have some leaps. And I feel like this vision quest for you is to really acknowledge just how far you've come and what you're doing, but also to prepare you for some kind of quantum leap. Okay, I'm really hearing from Spirit that things are about to speed up for you. And sharing, you're about to share with more people. So it could be an amazing love relationship that's committed, long-term relationship, you know, that suits you on a soul level. Wow, look at that. You got horse jumped out. And that is about things moving fast. Horse is also horsepower. It's about power and empowerment. It's about knowing how to harness your energies to move forward. Okay. Let's see if there's any other animal being. That's the one. They really want you to focus. I feel many of you already work with guides. You're very connected on the spirit realm, is what I'm hearing. Now they're telling me that's it. Okay. So, that doesn't get even any more confirming. This sharing, this quickening. That's why I feel like birth. You're about to birth a new life, or you're about to get a new job or career, or raise in pay, a lifestyle change. You've been maybe wanting to move, and now all of a sudden. So this vision quest, it's more like when you've done a lot in your life, or you've put things in motion and you need to pull back and just pause, maybe rest, because you know things are moving, or they're about to move more. I feel for many of you, things have already been moving quite quickly. Okay. Okay, we're going to look at the ancestors. I'm getting a message for you to look at the ancestors. What are the ancestors? And then we're going to look at the boy. Yeah, they really wanted to speak. That would just flew right out. So let's see what that is. Ooh, Twilight Shadow. So you've worked a lot on the dark, and a lot perhaps has been kind of hidden from you, maybe. Or maybe you're hiding some things from other people. I'm actually hearing, okay, there's a specific message. Okay, so I'm getting something channeled, but I'm also getting, there's a specific message for you. So let's do it, right? And I went right to the page. So that's, whoever you are, you're a good Dreamtime message. Often we concentrate our energies on what we can't have or can't achieve. Oh, that's what, okay, your ancestors, okay, I get it now. Okay, glad I listened. Okay, often we concentrate our energies on what we can't have or can't achieve, and this is when our self-esteem begins to deteriorate and issues start to weigh us down. Forget the problem and look at about what you're about to do or able to do or capable of. There are times when our problems are only about our inability to see the strengths we possess. Okay, I see why they wanted me. Okay. Thank you. Ancestors, thank you. Okay, I see what's happening here. So the thing is, you're moving forward. You've done a lot is coming together. Some of it is more in the etheric plane, so it hasn't yet totally manifested on the denser physical reality on the 3D. Now, what the ancestors are saying, and maybe you've done this before, or maybe your family has done this, or friends or people around you, where you start looking at what you don't have or haven't done. Because what you have done isn't what we say in native tradition grown corn yet. It hasn't become fertile so we can see it. The seeds are planting and there's a little sprout, but you're like going, you know, where's the sunflower? You know, where's the plant? You know, so for some of you, your energy with this horse energy could be a little bit held back, but it's about to open, or you feel like you've been held back. You know, a little bit like, I don't know. Yeah. So you feel like you might have been held back, or there could be this restlessness and you want to have an outlet and you haven't yet seen the outlets, but the outlet is there. It's been happening. Whatever it is that you're meant to do has been happening is what I'm hearing. You have been doing it. That makes sense. Okay. So the vision quest, basically the ancestors don't want you to mess it up. Okay, because if you don't channel this energy wisely, you're going to mess it up, or you just have to redo, or the opportunities have to come back around. So what's going to help you follow what you love, who you love what you do, love your creations, come from the vibration of love is really going to help you. Again, some of you, I don't know if this is someone coming in, but I'm definitely getting, yeah, you have to acknowledge what you have, but acknowledge that things are percolating. They're coming out of the shadows, you know. Oh, look at that, Father Sky. Trust in the unknown. There it is. This is coming through from Spirit. So trust the unknown. That's what's going to greatly help you. You have to trust the unknown. See, you have to trust that what you've put in motion is happening. It's happening because you're about to have this quickening. You know, you're like in the labor pains. And it's about to get really fast. You know, take charge with authority. Look at that. So if you've been waiting, oh, it's not the right time, or it's Mercury retrograde, or it's this or that, this is saying take charge and move forward. Okay, what you have in motion. Or some of you did take charge and you're wondering, is it going to pay off? And this is telling you, yes, choose your path. So for some of you, I feel like you're going to have some decisions. So this vision quest is for you to get clear on how you create, how you manifest, and to acknowledge that you do manifest. You are a creator being, and that Lord, it's funny, in ancient times, Lord is the law. It's universal law. So you might want to study universal laws or use universal laws. Like I said, you become much more magnetic. So you've put a lot out there into the world, and it's starting to come back. But you need to rest in the vibration of love, which is interconnectedness, which is don't get caught up in the shadows. Don't get caught up in black and white or right or wrong, or, you know, don't get caught up in duality, the extremes of the polarity plane, playing things out. Don't get sidetracked because you're about to have everything that you want, okay? Wow, look at that. Boy, the cards are just so speaking. I'm in the mountains and I do a lot of meditation with my guides, and whoops, that's too much. I think it's just the one card for you. They really want me to keep this message like this, not like that. Yeah, completion. See, you've completed something. You have to trust and honor yourself that you completed something. You completed a learning lesson. You completed an old cycle. You completed a relationship. You are different. I mean, I can feel it. Your vibrational frequency is different than it was. you're just the right amount of electrical energy and the right amount of magnetic. And you're really either handing things over to spirit or your higher self, or you're putting things in motion. You're really using, I'm getting a lot with third eye. And it's funny that there's an eye on here, but I'm getting a lot with the third eye clarity. Okay. Okay, now they're saying, because I didn't do this, we're going to look at the void, or for you, what is it that you can't see? So you're on this vision quest. What is it that you can't see? Whether it's a part of you, the situation, circumstance, or relationship, the place of void, potential, opportunity. This is the unknown. This is Doth on the tree of life. It's between the heavens and the earth. It's between thought, consciousness, and manifestation. Let's see what's there. The eternal child. Wow. And it's a 4. So what you can't see yet is that, first of all, you've been doing this since you were a child. You're very gifted. Many of you are very gifted, maybe with the gift of, sight, precognition, the clairs, clairsentient, clairaudient, psychic, intuitive. You're very in touch. But it also, what you can't see, that's what's helping you, is being like a child again, open, creative, but the wisdom of recognizing your cycles. Look at this, is powerful. There's a circle here. Ouroboros, it's like a snake eating its tail. So it goes on and on and on. We are these eternal children of the earth plane, right? Children of the earth. Children of God. We're the begotten son or daughter. We're the offspring of the all that is, meaning that our life is an aspect or offspring of source energies. And because of that, we're very creative. But if we get too dull, okay, that's what I'm getting with you. If we get too dull, like, take authority in your life, move forward, Spirit is saying, but don't get so dull that it becomes rote, it becomes drudgery, it becomes, this is the formula. They want you to stay on your path for sure, but they want you to stay eternal child, open, playful, creative, spontaneous. New situations come up and you go, oh, I'm going to learn this now, or I'm going to create this, or I'm going to share this, I'm going to teach this. So a lot of you might be having a cycle where you're coming back around doing something that you did months ago, years ago, or many, many years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I'm hearing, or you went to school for it and now you're doing it, or you went back to school or you're going back to school. There's some things that are cycling back around for you in your life that you need to really observe what it is that you really want and what is it that's coming back around. What are you building? Because there's a completion. Your Spirit is saying your old life is over. There could be loss, but of friends or other people. Yeah, the old life. They're very telling me don't go too much. Don't. It's a very specific message because it's all about to come together for you. And they want you to keep it light, to have fun, to be powerful, empowered, and channel your energy. Now, this is the place of the inner child. What is the inner synchronicity? Play with it. See, you're operating from synchronicity. Soul story number 2. Yeah, things are lining up for you. You have an intention and then it happens, or you have an intention. You put your attention on your intention. You do a step or two and then it grows. It happens. You're drawing it to you. You're magnetizing things to you, people and situations. You're getting what you need. It's lining up. That's because you're in the quickening phase. You've shifted your vibrational frequency. There's been a reset, a recalibration, we call it. We recalibrate and that requalifies our energetic pattern. So you've been doing that. Your energetic pattern has been recalibrated and requalified. So you're attracting differently. The key for you, I'm hearing from Spirit, is you have to trust the unknown. You have to trust your higher self. You have to trust what you can't see, just like a little child does, right? You tell the child, oh, we're going here. And the child trusts. You have to trust the inner mother, inner father within you, the wise guide. You have to trust you. You have to trust you. and love you and say, hey, I've been doing great on this ride. I've had some bumps on this earth ride, but I'm doing great. I'm doing multidimensional, multifaceted, multi-reality. You know, like a child trusts. Oh, we're going here. We're going to go, you know, I don't know, wherever it is. We're going to go to the park. Okay. You know, and the child gets ready. And it's like, oh, now we're walking or riding our bikes or we're skateboarding or we're going on the car or we're going on the scooter or the motor, whatever. The child is like, okay, we're going to go. I'm so excited. So that's what you have to tap into. Watch for the synchronicities in your life right now. Also the dream time, or take time to daydream, meditate. You're getting so many messages is what I'm hearing. I'm going to look at a little tarot here to round this out. But I'm telling you, you completed, you're starting a new cycle. The vision quest is about honoring that, coming from love, being open to love if that's the next case. Because if it is a love relationship, it's coming in quickly. It might, you know, might have been months, might have been years, 3 years, 4 years, 20 years, 30 years. I don't know, 8 to 10 years. I feel like some of you have been out of partnership, that type of partnership for a long time. So it seems like a long time, but when it comes in, it's going to come in very quickly and you're going to connect very quickly. Look at this. The magician, see, you are the magician. So the magician knows when to be electrical, when to put it out there, when to do the steps, and when to be in the void like an eternal child, expecting the best, right? Expect the best. 9 of Cups, look at this, see? It's all coming together. Wish fulfillment. You created this, soul story number 2. You created this. The magician, Father Sky, trust in the unknown. It's so similar. So this vision quest is to show you like a big screen right now that like your whole life, what you've created, what you've really wanted and intended is manifesting, but you have to trust, you have to feel it. Do a meditation to feel it in the etheric realm, that it's coming through you as you, that it's there. You can feel it. It's there. You can feel it etherically. It just has to manifest 3D, right? And there we are, the Hierophant. Ha, ha, ha. Look like a child. All that wisdom, but keeping it light, keeping it open. All that insight, all that, but keeping the wonder. Some of you, this is a marriage. I'm telling you, meet somebody, either live together or long-term relationship, or you move together somewhere, or get married. This is also connecting to your higher self, the Hierophant, but that's through Father Sky. That's through the Lord, connecting into your higher self, your inner authority. It's also the place of the magician. So your path is the path of love. That's it. Let love guide you. Yeah, it's more than just loving people and yourself. It's like I feel love when I do these readings. It's appreciation, it's gratitude, it's excitement, it's fulfillment, it's fun, it's helping people and just connecting in with this amazing energy, through the subtle energy, connecting in through the etheric plane, the astral plane, the Akashic. And that to me is fun. And my inner child loves that. I loved it as a child. So you're going back to that you're living from the vibration of love. It's all coming together for you, soul story number 2. It's all coming together. And many of you, maybe at this reading, a lot has come together for you. And this is just a confirmation that no, it's not slipping away. That is an old pattern, an old belief. You're in a new pattern, a new matrix that's from your soul design, living more from the soul signature frequency. All right. Oh my gosh, let me know how this resonates with you, for you, and how it unfolds for you. And please, if you do like it, thumbs up would be nice, and share it. And just get clear, soul story number 2. The vision is to trust the unknown. The universe is a loving place, and it loves you as you. Yeah, share your love through your gifts. All right, I'll see you in the next reading. Keep shining bright, and I'll see you again. Hello, Radiant Light. Welcome to your vision quest. All right, are you ready? I feel like I want to pause here. Very powerful energy that I'm getting so far. Okay, the message on the Palo Santo bark for you is acceptance. Okay, let's see. Oh, that makes sense. Heyoka, humor and opposites. It's funny because I did feel like this laughing energy, like a belly laugh, like somebody doing this where has a huge laugh. But here it is, the Heyoka medicine, which is the clown, payasa in Spanish. Heyoka medicine, and so you have to accept what's happening. So you've probably been going through situations where you thought A was going to happen and B happened, or you thought A or B might happen, but then D happened or F happened, right? It's like you're learning through the opposites. And in other words, if you grow up learning hard work makes you successful, then you're learning actually play does, integrating play. Or you learn that you have to write everything out. Now you're realizing, well, no, I need to be more spontaneous. Or if you learn to be spontaneous and you got by being spontaneous all the time in your life, you may be learning that you also need to make a plan. You need to put things together. You need to let people know what's going on. If you learned that just to kind of go with the flow and accept what life wants, you might be learning, oh my God, I got to direct this energy now. Now I have to make things happen. So you're not doing anything wrong. That's what Spirit wants you to know. This vision quest is about aligning you back into the truth of who and what you are as a spirit soul being, and to show you to accept what's happening. That doesn't necessarily mean you like it. You may end up changing it, but you have to accept what is. And that's also what we learn with Heyoka medicine. And it's a 22-4, so that you are in partnership with Spirit very much. Or for some of you may need to be. And this is a foundational lesson for you. So, there's so many, ancient stories, parables, and scriptures. There's these stories about we have something or something happens to us and we think it's bad, but then we later find out it's good, right? So like, I don't know, there's one in Hindu, in the Vedas, I can't remember the whole story, but just the gist of it is like the son got sick, and that was really bad, but then it was good because then he didn't have to go to war, right? And then, you know what I'm saying? It's that kind of thing. So that's really been playing out in your life. Look at the animal medicine, the spirit animal that can help you. Laughter could really help you in also seeing what are you learning? And try to have humor in things like, oh, I thought we were going to do this today. Everybody planned it. And now I get a last minute message that the meeting's been canceled. And it's Spirit, your higher self. Okay. The divine aspect of you is trying to get you to loosen up and see beyond the external, see beyond. So let's see what spirit animal can help you at this time. I'm getting a lot of messages. Somebody has great humor, or you've been having to see the humor in things, or Spirit is saying you need to see the humor. Oh, that's what I thought. So it's blank. Okay, this is so powerful. So let me see. Do I want a spirit animal? No, because it came out before and I put it back in. So, okay, hold on. I'm getting a message here. They're saying the only message you need, the medicine that you need in the place of the animal spirit, is to see the humor in things, to lighten up. You are your own spirit animal. And they said, okay, each one is different. So they're saying, take a blank piece of paper and connect in, maybe through this reading or on a meditation, or look around your house or wherever you live. whether it's in the city or country, it doesn't matter, and see what animals are around you. What animals that are around you that can help you, what we call their animal medicine, that they can help you. They're the remedy. They can help you through this passage, through this learning lesson of learning through humor and learning through the opposites and learning to accept life as it is, what's happening, what's really going on, how you're really feeling, what you're really experiencing. So Spirit wants you to make this much more personal and to have fun with it. Some of you draw or paint or sculpt or puppets. There's puppets or something that you're making with your hands is what I'm hearing, that you can make something that supports you. But they're telling me that the animal beings around you would be helpful. For instance, if you're seeing a lot of squirrels, that animal medicine, that spirit animal could help you. Because people could say squirrels are squirreling away and maybe they're, overly, economizing or miserly. But those little squirrels, have, they have food when you need the food. The food is there. And it always reminds me on hikes, like I always would pack stuff because I used to be a Girl Scout. And a cadet. So I'd always pack, protein bars or whatever, have extra water. And then, oh, why are you bringing that, Michelle? We're not going to be gone that long. And then who knows? We're gone longer, or all of a sudden somebody's hungry. They're getting lightheaded. And I'm like, oh, well, I have a protein bar or I have an oat bar. Do you want that? And they're like, oh my God, thank God you have it. So that's what you're learning through right now, soul story number 3. But it's also your own personal, what I heard, medicine. It's your own personal gift that you have. Okay, both of these, let's see which ones want to come out. Let's look and see. This is the place of the unknown, the potential. Could be a block, what you don't see. It's going to be what you encounter on your passage. What you encounter on the vision quest. Okay, we got 2 of them that jumped out. Oh, 3. Should we take it? Okay. Ooh, the vow, the judge, and Kairos. So, which is time. So, okay, this is the thing that's going to block you if you overly judge your path or situations. You can discern or judge what's right for you or supportive of you. But right now, you're being asked not to judge what you're going through. You're asked to be, there's a time limit. 7 days, 7 months, 7 years. I don't know if you've been going through it 7 years. The vow is to yourself. So I really feel for some of you writing things out, what it is that you want, what you've learned. Bringing consciousness to if you feel blocked, how you feel blocked. It's interesting because this row, usually there's only 1 card, and now we've got 3 cards. And I feel that this vow is a vow to yourself, is to your path. It's not to see things black and white, but to bring in color, to see beyond the surface. To see beyond the externals is what I'm hearing, okay? It's important that you see beyond the externals. Let's get some messages from Spirit. It's very powerful, part of your path right now. And so on this vision quest, you could be getting information that doesn't resonate with you, but then it'll resonate later, or you realize, oh, I do this, or I have done this. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Okay, that's inner peace for what you have or what you're going through. So acceptance, soul story number 3, is going to bring you peace. Acceptance doesn't mean we always like, we want it or wish it on anybody else, but it's acceptance of what is. We can't change what we don't accept or what we don't acknowledge, what we're not aware of. So acceptance, in a way, is acceptance of what is. It's acknowledging what is and accepting it. So we can move to change things, but we have to fully accept, how did I get here? How am I here? Why am I here? What is the meaning that I'm here? So peace means to not fight people or your circumstances right now. Okay, got 2 cards. That was it. Snake, shed the old skin. Yeah, see that? Ooh, we got 1 hit. See, this is Heyoka medicine. I think that there's only 1 card that's sticking. I'm about to put it down, and the other one slides through. It's a trust of the unknown also. You've got Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. So you may not feel you have a lot right now, or you may feel that a lot has been taken from you, or you're in the unknown, or you've had a lot of hardship. But you're learning a lesson that perhaps there's a different way for you to give or to receive. Maybe it's not just monetary. Maybe it's your gifts or your talents. Some of you, I feel you've gone back to school, or I'm getting something with healing, Reiki, maybe massage. Could even be acupuncture or herbal treatment, something like that. I'm getting something holistic. And so it might be that you exchange your services with someone else. And the Heyoka would say that, haha, it's not money, but it doesn't matter. It's an energetic exchange. It's still energy. So you're shedding this old skin or this old way of being. That's one of the reasons that, wow, the card, woo, okay. That's it. Be a seer. There's the eye. There's the eye. Okay. Ooh, 3. You did it again. The sun. So things are going to be better. And the blade to cut through. The blade could also be truth. Your truth. Cutting through to get to the truth. Boundaries. Insights. New understanding. I hope you get some insights through this reading. So things are better than what you think. Things are better. Things are going to turn out better than what you think. When you look back on this time in your life, you're going to say, oh my God, I'm so glad I learned this or went through this, or it wasn't so bad, or I met so-and-so and so it was better, or I got this job or this career change, or I learned this about my health. So there is, I'm hearing, oh, that's it. 1 card for the inner child. Let's see what that part of you, oh, see. Heart chakra, trust. That brings you clarity. Trust your path. Trust the unknown. Trust your heart. Trust what you know. Accept what is. Your circumstances are changing. Circumstances don't stay the same forever. So you have to trust that things are getting better and better. They are, and that's what you have to give your inner child right now, the little you. That's the sacrifice to make sacred, is the ability to trust and accept what's happening, accept where you're at. Oh, I guess I got to learn more. Oh, I guess I got to do this on my own, or I guess this is the way this is going, or this is what they want now, or this is how the relationship. Okay, what am I learning? What do I need to do? How can I move through this? While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities, so much more. So that's it. That's Heyoka. You had a certain idea of the way things were going to happen, a certain plan, a certain way things were going to unfold. It's unfolding differently. But this is saying, that's your logical mind. But the soul's inner guidance is saying, this path is perfect. This is great. This is the path that's perfect for us. So you need to console that part of you, that inner child, and let that part know, okay, let's just trust it. Let's just see where this goes. Let's give it 6 months. Let's see where this goes. Why on this path? Let's accept where Spirit has brought us, where the soul. That's the thing. The soul has different ideas sometimes than our ego, our human part, right? It likes twists and turns and difficulties and challenge and interesting paths, and it likes new things, and or it likes ease. It likes it says, okay, I'm bored with that, and let's go down this path. And you're like, no, I don't want to go down that path. That doesn't make sense. But the soul is like, no, it's going to actually be easier. Justice, Kairos, karma. So there's something here with cause and effect. You did certain things, that's the effect that's coming back. But also on a soul level, you're evening things out so you can move forward. You're actually moving forward in the direction that you want to. It just looks different. Could be a Libra. 2 of Swords, again, Meditation is key. Don't overthink it. Don't put yourself down or go into doubt, or don't have conflicting thoughts. Accept what is. Don't stop asking, why is it like this? Why isn't it happening this way? Because it's not. Your soul chose something different. You know, the ego, the human, we always want what we perceive to be easiest, but we don't know that sometimes what we perceive could be the easiest may end up being the hardest. Okay, we got 5 of Pentacles here. So some of you, there could be some financial hardship or some issues with a relationship. But I'm getting this because you've got the 5 of Pentacles, and then you've got trader, exchange energy and create abundance. That you're learning that you're not your bank account. You're learning that you have more resources than just monetary, okay? You have more resources within you and around you than money or where you live or how you live. And so you're being forced to grow to see out of limitation, you actually have a lot of abundance. And here we go, Page of Pentacles, so keep to your path. Clarify with one more. And Temperance, so that causes a shift. Temperance is healing. It's coming in a new perspective, right? A new insight. Okay, I feel Blade is also blade of grass. So some of you may want to eat more vegetables or green, you know, or talk to a nutritionist or tune in with yourself. This is also about connecting to your own inner authority is what I'm hearing. Okay, so that you trust what it is, where you need to go, but you trust the message. You trust what's happening in your life as not something against you. And again, that's what Heyoka teaches us. Through opposites, through what we don't want a lot of times, or what we fear, and then we end up slaying it, and it ends up being amazing. You know, years ago I had a client that was just petrified of public speaking. I kept seeing her speaking and doing this book, and she hated it. Every time she tried not to do it. And then one time for her company, she had to do it, and she loved it, and she did so well that she's quite a well-known public speaker right now. You know, an author. That's Heyoka. She hated it. I cannot even tell you how she strategized to not have to do speaking, whether it was small group in her, you know, company, or definitely larger groups. But she published this book, and, you know, it's on the bestseller list, and the publishing company and PR people are like, well, you got to speak. That's how you make some, you know, with that world, that's how you make a lot of your money, is through speaking engagements, you know, book tours. But then somehow she slid into it, and there's some part that she connected to that, and she used to tell me, Michelle, I feel like I'm just talking to one person. I look at them and I can feel them. And she loves it now. So I feel that for you, soul story number 3, there's maybe something that you're having challenges with, or you don't think you're very good at, and it's actually going to end up turning things around and actually be quite, not only good, but quite amazing. So Temperance is deeper healing. It's also a chemical process that what isn't working, what's of the past, which I feel like perhaps could be the judgy energy, or judging yourself or your path, your process, your life, that somehow you're getting some clarity on, wow, that's my soul chose this. Kind of, my soul thinks it's kind of fun. The human part's like, this sucks. And Temperance is being helped also because you see there's an angel. You are being guided. You are being helped by the spirit realm, your spirit guides. If you connect more to your higher self, hand your problems over to your higher self, or sit with your higher self, you know, in meditation, and say, well, you know, why am I in this? It's see through the eyes of your higher self. I keep going back to this all-seeing eye, third eye. See beyond the human part of you. I get it. The human part of us wants whatever is just, you know, easy, let me know it all, but your soul is having fun with this. So I also feel that for you, this is also about soul alignment, that you're aligning more to the soul, and perhaps that's also the process of the temperance, the tempering, where you're responding more from the higher self, more and more from the soul self, and less from ego or wounding or preconceived ideas. So this vision quest is actually to open you up. You're going to open up to more life and new directions. There will be new paths, big change that you're really going to like. And those of you that moved and it didn't quite work out, or you're still in it, there's some change or challenge I'm hearing. see with clear vision. It's just taking a bit longer for you to acclimate to where you're at, to get comfortable or used to it, or to meet people. But definitely you're in a process. And again, the Heyoka medicine, this is all about acceptance. See things with some humor and see the opposite, because very often when you're going through this type of passage, you get the opposite until you can accept it. And once you're okay with the opposite and you can see how it benefits you, there's the shift. And that's also the temperance. So it's creating the alchemical shift. The Heyoka medicine is creating the alchemical shift that you need. Wow, I love it. I get it. I had on my path one time Heyoka medicine for quite a while, so I get it. And I've got a little bit of it in me. Heyoka. All right. So Radiant Lights, thank you for spending time with me. If you want to connect further, ways to do so are in the description box for this video. Until next time, keep shining bright.